and me are together. Ooh. No, I'm not trying to get views. I do this clown thing like 4 or 5 years and I didn't get any views, so no. It's really just me. I was thinking today. I mean, just today. Otherwise I am, enlightened. So it's like I don't think. If I need to think, I just start thinking. Even Krishnamurti, he would be like, wow. He would envy it. He would be so envious when he would know that when I don't need to think, I'm like, not today. But now, let's stop. So what I want to talk about is how we should treat each other even if we have a different opinion. I tell you my take, and then we ask, ta-da! I think yeah, you all know it. It's like with respect, yes, of course, with respect. We should treat each other even if you have a different opinion. Let's say even if you are so smart, you have whether PhD or whatever, yeah, and you are 75 years old, experienced scientist or whatever, I don't care, teacher. So it's like every one of us is on different some kind of level of being wait, I'm sorry, I don't know how to really put it, but I try to explain it with my clumsy English. Yeah, English, again, I'm not a native speaker, so, well, even if I do it in my native language, I'm not good in that either. But, well, let's not lose it. So what I meant, it's like when I actually lost it, what I was talking about. Yeah, so respect each other. So yeah, we are like in some kind of different level, yeah. So, or not level, this is the good put. We perceive differently. Something we perceive, something we don't perceive. Like, we are aware of things and sometimes we are not aware of other things. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, seems like when we have these two eyes, we have ears, of course, nose and mouth, but if we do the metaphor just with the vision, it's like you see here, and then you see, some people don't see really this here, peripherally. I have I think, okay, I don't know, because I have nobody to compare it with, so I have a good peripheral view, but I don't know yet. I just see here. I just see how many numbers I'm doing. When I'm looking at you, I see it here. But yeah, I don't see here. Yeah, and I don't see there. And down also not much. So what I try to say, we all perceive, and we are aware of certain space and certain things we are not aware. And I think that's very much with whether knowledge or information about, it's like a knowledge, actually. There's also information, or being educated or not being educated, it's also play its roles. So we should always have a respect. And I just did Charlie Kirk when I watched, I didn't watch, but it's just the internet is all over here. And when I see that he was pretty controversial guy, he was, of course, he was a young blood, he was a young guy, he was full of he looks arrogant, yeah, to me on the internet. By the way, I was a fan, but I did not agree with everything. I liked him. I saw in him, first I start with this maybe, for me he was like a patriot of unity, dialogue, open dialogue with anyone, yeah. And even he had maybe opinions which many of us would say it's wrong. I would never call him this Ras or Fash or these things. But I would see that he also learned, and in future he might change things. That's not true. Yeah, but he was a young, and he was really like emotional many times. And I just want to say that when we when I watched some videos all over the internet, like today, I saw that there was a guys with him like screaming, yelling at each other, and I was like, well, it's so good that we start talking, but the problem is like not the problem. Another step is to keep calm, yeah. Like just come on, like you guys can talk 10 minutes, hour, whole day, 2 days, maybe if it's necessary to really come to the conclusion if both of you are open for the obvious truth, because only one of you can be really right, yeah. Otherwise it's just screaming two egos on each other. So it's like open dialogue is good, but the problem might be also again the ego, the selfishness, the self. Yeah? It's like trying to be right even if you're wrong. Yeah. So I'm not saying one of those guys is right or wrong, but I'm just saying that what the next step we need to do is like that's the respect. So it's like you have respect that somebody else. First step, yeah. It's like I meet somebody, he's blah bitty blah bitty blah, I blah bitty blah bitty blah, and it's like, okay, but your blah bitty is really wrong, mate. And then he asks or she asks like why, eh? So this is first like a respect which is really necessary. We should learn how to communicate in a sense of like keep calm, yeah, keep chill, yeah. It's nothing happening, yeah. It's just it's dialogue, and you know what, it doesn't matter if you will win or lose, yeah. You know, this was all the Charlie Kirk, like all these people, the crowd, like everybody's like, whoa, clapping. Is like, and then the guy who is being like, who's asked, he's being like shamed. So this kind of thing, I didn't like. Yeah? It's just, but I heard many times Charlie Kirk say like, don't laugh or don't say this like to them. Yeah, not maybe often, but I saw a video, and I think this is very important. If you would keep always like the crowd, like, hey guys, don't like, please, let's have a dialogue. We don't need to. But of course, he was 30 years old, he was young, and whatever. Okay, but I don't want to talk about Charlie Kirk, although of course I'm talking about how to be with each other, how to talk to each other, even if you have like a different opinion. Yeah? So of course I'm coming out of what happened yesterday, but I think first step is just that you come forward and you respect that somebody is has different overview, different being aware of such a things and grew up in such an environment, and you know, and in a culture, and is in different level of whether it's intelligence or whatever you want to call it. It's not about laughing or shaming. It's facts. You know, like you know what I mean. I am smart, kind of. I don't want to say it out loud because I'm not smart like smart. I'm not, yeah. And I can acknowledge it. I don't mind. It's just the way I am. I tried my best to. I love educate myself. I love podcasts and I love to learn new things. I do that. But I know that there's guys like I meet sometimes that they are just amazing and nice to listen to them. But it doesn't mean they're always right. No, not at all. So what I try to say, that's what I'm saying. So it's like you respect other. Yeah, it's like maybe he or she doesn't know. And maybe listen, that's a good point. Maybe I know wrong. Yeah, maybe let's talk. Hey, how did you come to this conclusion? This. Okay. Nah, I think no, because I think my perspective is like that and that because I was there, I saw and I heard. So it's psychology. It's really like knowing how to be with each other. So it's like while we talk, you're still keeping the respect. So it's like you don't jump really into the talk. If the other talk is too long, you can ask. But all what Charlie and all some of the others, they did not really do, because it was all just hyped by the people, the crowd around. I read some comments under some videos and they said that he was spreading a hatred. I don't think so. No way. But the way they did it, the talk, you know, and the way the the questioners, the people, the kids, whatever, youngers, they've been shamed somehow, like that they lost the battle. It should not be a battle. Yeah? It should not. So what I try to say, he was basically pissing off many kids, many young kids and people, because the way it was set up. Yeah, I don't know if it was his idea or what I think, guys. Listen, I think that's was what he didn't see. I think that's what Charlie didn't see. He didn't see how important it would be if he keeps doing what he's doing, but with more respect towards others. This, because the laughing about each other, like trying to shame each other. Do you know like this information? Or you don't even know this information? Oh, that's terrible. That's not respect. That's so disgraceful. Yeah. As I said, I like Charlie, you know what I mean, but I disagree with those things. The whole thing was full of tension. Tell me straight away, what do you like? That's not a dialogue. If you see dialogue open up, for example, what is cool, I love it, that's if you know Sadhguru, write down in a YouTube, Sadhguru, I think it's a mystic, Indian mystic, quite known guy. I watched dozens, maybe hundreds videos, like not now, year and years ago, I watched it a lot. Sometimes it just pop up something there on internet, and he was basically doing very similar thing like a Charlie Kirk, like on the internet. He was like in India, because he's from India. I think he's in English, yeah. So it's like he was driving around like and visiting school, like I think it was called like youth and something, I don't know, school youth or whatever. There is like a talk show or podcast, not really podcast, it's like very much, it's very similar to Charlie Kirk. It's just sometimes he had like 2-3 students sitting on a side, like or 4 students from that school, and they've been talking about something. He was asking, they were asking, but all of it was led in nice, peaceful, friendly, loving, beautiful just environment, just through the video. And Charlie Kirk was doing very, very similar thing, but not with all the loving and the open space and a hugging environment. It was more, the thing, what it was more like aggressive, angry, like negative thing, shaming. It was not nice. But again, I try to say, so just to stop talking about Charlie, this was a part where I think, although Charlie was very smart, but he didn't see this. He didn't see this little thing. You see what I mean? The point? It's like that all of us, we perceive and we see, we are aware of some things. So he was not aware of this. Because if he would change it. He would know how important it is that the other person on the other side of the room or whatever is the questioner. It's important that he feels good, relaxed. And if he was wrong after he was asking question and he realized he was wrong, I don't have to beat him up, yeah? I can be respectful, and maybe gentle, maybe, because it's why aggressive? If you want to turn somebody in somehow, like if somebody believes in something else and you want to not convince them but tell them your view and you think yours is right and they might like it, do you think they will like it if you will scream at them your view? So that's what I try to say. This was the thing which I think he didn't see. Although he was so smart, much smarter than me. But look, I saw it, I see it. And then look at what it did to him, yeah? I don't know if exactly this, but I'm telling you, if it would be loving environment, it wouldn't happen, yeah? I am so sad. When I found out that it happened to him, I was like really, I don't know this guy. I didn't watch every second video. I didn't even watch every third video. I was following him on Instagram, but I cried. I was really sad. I had yesterday a whole day at work. I thought about him. I had him in my head. His family, how devastating it is. Yeah, it's so sad, crazy, insane that something like this happened. It should not happen to anyone, nobody. Yeah? So that's the one thing. So what I try, but good example actually. Yeah? So we have the respect, then we come and then we listen each other, yeah, and we create the environment where if I'm the boss, which like Charlie Kirk, he was the boss because it was his show kind of. So I need to make sure that that person is not used to speak about, is not used to speak like about hundreds, thousands, millions, maybe views, yeah. So I need to create something like respect, yeah. This is so important. And being open that maybe I'm wrong, or let's see, you know, like not being such a selfish, egoistic, like that. No, I know everything. Yeah? I know it right, yeah, because I follow God, yeah, and God tell me, yeah, He told me whatever. Yeah. There's also other people. They also follow God, and they might be maybe right because their perceiving of life it might be shift differently, and let's listen. Yeah. So this is the way. And you know what, guys? I actually don't want to ask AI because I feel like we hit it, especially with this example with Charlie Kirk's like show, or I don't know what was it called, when he was like sitting on different campus and dialogue and having debating people, kids or students, whatever. Because we hit it with his example. But check really Sadhguru on YouTube, for example, or anywhere. But on YouTube you can find like videos, maybe old. I don't know if he still does it, but like it was 1.5 hours or 2 hours just sitting and like they were talking about life, about things. Yeah, Billy's just so beautiful, so nourishing. It's like I could just listen to it for 2 hours. But listen, like some of these Charlie Kirk's like talks, yeah, this was so full of, yeah, like I don't want to say hatred, but negativity, anger, yelling, yeah. Although there was not good energy, it was not well made in this sense. But the thing what Charlie wanted to do, like unite people, having debate, you know, and talk, it was like very, very step forward. And he's the patriot, the first guy who did that. So thumbs up, and I hope somebody will carry on and will improve it, you know, update it, upgrade it. So yeah, guys, let me know down below in the comment section what do you think about it, and I am really curious. Or let me know your opinion. I will never listen. Nah. See ya.